In the previous two verses which we learned a couple of weeks back, in those verses Guruji makes it clear, just because someone possesses some magical powers and has some siddhis, that does not mean following that person would take you to Bhagavan. Does not mean that person has jnana. And he gives another, in the next verse he says, in the courtroom in front of a judge, if you go and just say I have some magical powers, then judge will say that's okay, but tell me the answer for my question, right? So similarly, just showing some siddhis and magical powers will not take you to Bhagavan. So then what will actually take you to Bhagavan, right? That is the next question that we all need to understand, which is the next verse, in which Guruji beautifully says, Satyam dharmam vishwasham yenbadil ondru kuda illamal undi para kadavul aridam endru undi para Satyam dharmam vishwasham yenbadil ondru kuda illamal undi para kadavul aridam endru undi para. So in this verse Guruji says Satyam, Dharmam, Vishwasham. Vishwasham means complete faith. Of all three, we should at least have one thing perfect. We should perfect at least one of these three qualities to attain Bhagavan. If not, it is impossible to attain Bhagavan. Mahatmas have all three. But for people like us, we have to catch hold of at least one of these three to attain Bhagavan. See, if let's take a person who follows one of these three qualities, even if he is not a follower of Sanatana Dharma also, he can attain Bhagavan. Which is amazing, right? That is the beauty of that Dharma. So, if you take Satyam, our Shri Anna beautifully tells that in one of his granthas, Vaishnava Samhita, through a story of a person named Rahim. Rahim was a person who was one of the counselors in the court of Akbar. But he always tells the truth. He caught hold of that Satyam so much that he will never tell lies at all. So what happens is, one day, people understood around him did not like it at all. They want to somehow kill him, close him, because there is no way that they could make this Rahim follow their path. They said, okay, let's get rid of him. Let's poison him and kill him. But this Rahim is such a person who holds on to that Satya. He will never tell lie or he will never do adharma in any situation. So one day when all these other people around him who decided to poison him, they will make a plan to kill him. Next day call him for lunch and then say, okay Rahim, we are never able to fight and get aligned on something. Let us compromise. Come to our home. We want to serve you good food and let's become friends. They invite Rahim. Rahim says, yes, I will come. And the next day, before he goes, the previous day, one person, like a Vedic Pandit, comes to his home and says, Rahim, I am a good well-wisher of you because you have always taken care of people who do support followers of Sanatana Dharma. Though you are following a different faith, you have been very dharmic and very nice to us, very truthful. So I want to tell you the secret information that I got. Tomorrow, those people who have invited you, don't go to their house. They have planned to kill you, Rahim. I got this information somehow, so I came to tell you. Then this Rahim says, I have given a word that I will come. Now I cannot go back from that. So it's okay, whatever happens to me, don't worry. Then that Pandit goes away. Then that day, in his dream, Bhagavan Shri Krishna comes with his blue Neela Megha Shyamala form, with his peacock feather. This Rahim realizes that this is Krishna and he gets up in his dream And Bhagavan tells him, hey Rahim, I was the one who came as Vedic Pandit yesterday to tell you that they are plotting to kill you, Rahim. Don't go there. Now I have come in my original form, so you believe me now. Then this Rahim says, that which brought you in front of me is that Satyam, Krishna. You have given me darshan today because I was holding on to that Satyam. Now that which brought you to me, I cannot give it up. Now, though I understand whatever you say is truth, I know I'll be killed, that's okay. Whatever, let it happen. But I cannot give up Satyam. Then exactly just like how Meera was given poison and she survived, because of Bhagavad Kripa, he survived that poison also. Why? Though he was not a follower of Sanatana Dharma also, because he was holding on to that Satyam, he got Bhagavan. That is the beauty of following on to one of these three. And the second one Guruji gives examples is Dharma. We all know the story of Pundalika, where he just took care of his parents. All he did was his seva of his mother and father. What happened? Panduranga himself came to his home, right? So that is the greatness of following Dharma. And there was also another person named Ranti Deva. He was a king. And this Ranti Deva is always compassionate. He hold on to that one dharmam of compassion. So whoever goes to him and asks him for anything, he will give that to them. So one day he was doing a vrata where he did not eat for several days, more than 45 days or something. At that time that he was about to eat, a person comes asking for food. So whatever food that he had in front of him, he just said, oh, you have been not eating food for so long, please take it. And he gives away that. And he was about to drink water. At that time, a dog comes feeling thirsty and asking for water. He gives that water also, feeling that compassionate. He did not think, oh, I have not been eating for so many days. Right in the moment when I was about to eat, this person came, this dog came. He did not feel like that. He felt, oh Bhagavan, when you are sitting as Antaryami in everybody's heart, but people are suffering with so much of poverty, hunger, so much of miseries. Now let me be like you, Krishna, just like you, taking care of everybody just by witnessing and staying as Antaryami. Let me also give away everything that I have for others. And immediately when he felt like that, Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva came in front of him. Just because he was holding on to that one dharma of compassion. So, Satyam, Dharmam, and the third one is Vishwasham. Very beautiful story. There was a Bhakta, a little boy. It was not even, I wouldn't even call him a Bhakta, a little boy, 5-year-old boy. He was living in Mithila with his grandmother. He didn't have anybody. So he was very happy. Once he started going to school and talking to all his friends, he understands, okay, every summer vacation, everybody is going to their relatives' home, their cousins' home or grandparents' home. Somewhere they are visiting. And this little boy goes and asks his grandmother, okay, summer have started, all vacation time, let us go and visit our relatives. Who else do we have outside this Mithila? Then his grandmother says, we don't have anybody. All we have is you, I am there for you, you are there for me, that's all, no relatives. Then this boy says, what I need to, all my friends are going for vacation, they are going to their relatives' house, cousins' house. Tell me where are you, you need to remember and tell me who other relatives I have. Then just because of that Baba, they are from Mithila, they are all Bhaktas of Sita Devi, right? He says, okay, you have a sister, her name is Sita. But long back she got married to Rama. They are residing in Ayodhya. So this grandmother said out of that Baba. And this boy asked, oh really? Okay, I need to go and see my sister Sita Devi. Give me all bhakshanams. If I don't want to go empty-handed to my sister's house, give me all whatever you have. Then the grandmother didn't think what will happen. So she packed some and she said, okay, these are all the bhakshanams for your sister. That night, that boy immediately left home without telling grandmother. And he keeps walking. He goes to Ayodhya. And there he is knocking everybody's home and asking, where is Rama's house? Sita is my sister. I have come to meet them. And all the bhaktas there are also bhavukas. They are like, not this house, maybe next house. Then next house he goes. Like that he goes and knocks several houses. Nobody, he could not find. Nobody is saying this is Rama's house. Then he is very disappointed. He is going and sitting under a banyan tree and he is crying. Oh Sita Devi, I have come, my dear sister. I have come with so much bhakshanams to see you. Why will I am unable to find your house? Where is your house? Where is Rama and all? Then at that time a chariot comes and Sita Mata comes down and she says, my dear little brother, I have been waiting to see you. I have been waiting when my brother will come. And Ramachandra Prabhu also comes along with Sita Devi. They take that little boy and they take him to a griham and they say, okay, this is my home. And they feed him nicely. You have come all the way from Mithila. You must be hungry. They feed that little 5-year-old boy. And then they spend one full day with Bhagavan Ramachandra Prabhu and Sita Devi. Just like sister and sister's husband, they are spending that full day with that little boy. And after that, then Sita Devi tells, okay, my dear brother, I spent one full day with you. I have lot of other work. But I tell you one thing, there is a guru in this place, Mithila, in this place called Ayodhya, named Trilochana Dasa. Go and do seva to him. Go and do kainkaryam to him. Once you do that to that guru, after some time you will always be able to do nitya seva to me and my husband. So here beautifully in this charitra it shows, Hari Kripa illamal Guru Kripa illai, Guru Kripa illamal Hari Kripa illai. So, Sita Devi and Bhagavan Ramachandra Prabhu themselves, they come and show Guru to this little boy. And this little boy then goes to that Guru, serves him and then later attains Bhagavan. Just by that faith, that Vishwasam, that complete faith this little boy had. And there is also another charitra where there was a little boy named Dhruva, who was also around 6 years old. He heard Dhruva Charitram and he immediately he heard, okay, that Dhruva did tapas for several years. He saw Bhagavan. My name is also Dhruva and I will also do tapas. He ran to Vrindavan. He left everybody just inspired by Dhruva Charitram. He ran to Vrindavan. After 1 or 2 days of doing tapas, you can imagine how that child was very hungry, very tired and all of that. Radha Devi herself comes, feeds that child and says, that tapas and all that Dhruva do is enough, not applicable for Kali Yuga. Then Radha Devi herself tells and sends him to a guru in the lineage of Hitahari Vamsha and tells, follow that guru and you will come back to me. So like that, just having that simple faith, Bhagavan himself comes down and shows us the path. So that is the beauty of these charitrams. And in this verse, Guruji beautifully says, just by holding on to one of these, Satyam, Dharmam, Vishwasam, even at least one of this. Like I said in the beginning, Mahans have all 3 of these things. Even if we hold on to one of that, Bhagavan will come to us. So that is the greatness of these 3 qualities. We will recite this verse once and then wrap for today. Satyam Dharmam Vishwasam